Hey guys, it's the Lyoko Gem, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about the Sonic Central Direct that was presented on the 27th of May, and I don't know my dates today. But joining me today is Anima.
What's going on?
And Soulite.
Off to a fantastic start, buddy.
Absolutely. It's great. We're doing great. But yeah, I guess to start with, one of the first things I do want to bring up is how did you feel when you started the Sonic Central and you saw the ratings E to M for mature?
I was thinking, oh god, they're gonna include some non-Sonic stuff in here, aren't they?
Just like
when I saw the ratings, which time? The first time we saw it, or the second time we saw it?
nah, the first time. Like,
okay. I'm
just
about to say because shit restarted, but I was just like, oh, here we go, Shadow the Hedgehog 2, it's happening.
Like, I was very surprised and confused. I'm just like, what? What?
For some reason, my first thought was Bayonetta.
Sonic and Bayonetta, I'm down for that. That'd be fun.
I'd rather not see Bayonetta in a Sonic costume.
Oh god. My brain is incapable of imagining that.
Some people might be into that. Yeah, these... oh, man. It would be interesting. I guess, moving forward, though, I guess Sonic Symphony is a thing, and that's fun.
It's free, so you can't really complain.
Yeah, exactly. I really like it. Oh?
Yeah. As long as
music. I'll listen
to
to
gonna
it.
be there, aren't they?
I like the Studiopolis remix, that was fun.
June is gonna be there. I don't know about the other guy. I don't remember his name, but yeah, he's not. I don't know if he's gonna be there, but I know Jun Sonoy is gonna be there. So that's one thing to look forward to. I'm assuming.
At least,
as long as he's there, we're in for some good stuff.
It's gonna be a fun time, and yeah, it's another thing to look forward to on the birthday. Hopefully, we get more stuff than Sonic Symphony, though. I'd love to hear more about Rangers, but that's getting a little bit ahead of things. So, I guess moving on from Sonic Symphony. Wow, we're really blowing through these. Sonic Colors Ultimate. I'm literally just going in the order of the stream.
As the resident Sonic Colors fan in life, as Sonic Colors #1 fan, I will say that I don't know, because it's just we don't have all the information yet. They keep talking about new wisps, as in plural, and then we only ever see the Jade Wisp. They keep talking about this Metal Sonic mode. Haven't seen what that's like yet. We don't even know how difficult it's going to be. Talking about multiplayer, talking about online multiplayer, but it's Game Land only, and it's like, who really cares about Game Land unless you're getting the Chaos Emeralds? And then it's like, there's that, and it's like, what else are they gonna? I keep saying it's like, but that's what you just have to deal with it. But what else are they going to be adding to this? Are we gonna get a new final boss with Supersonic? Are they gonna reanimate the cutscenes? Are they gonna reanimate the writing? Are they going to give us Tails? Because people keep talking about that, even though I'm pretty sure they're doing this really dumb thing where you can change your lives icon and not play as Tails. Because I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere on Twitter.
Well, no,
and
that's not what's happening there. What's it? The thing that you can change with the different versions is your save icon, not your life icon. So, like, because you have different save files for colors, and each save file has a picture that goes with that is not the same as the life icon. So I do think that Tails will be playable.
Oh. Okay.
But it's just like they keep showing the Tails icon on footage of Sonic, and it's like, why are you doing that?
Probably a placeholder. Like, they're probably using Sonic as a placeholder until they can actually get Tails into the game. At least that's what I like to think.
And then the other thing is like what is about to happen right now? Like, is he just gonna be a Sonic skin that boosts? Because I hope not. That doesn't make any sense. Is he gonna be able to fly? If so, what's the limit? Because I don't want him to be broken and just who needs a wisp when I can just fly over all the stage? And it's like, yeah, they need to make it not that. I also don't want him to be homing attacking either because that's not what Tails does.
That's fair.
It's like, you know, the slide, the quick step, the stomp. He can do all of that. I can understand him doing all of that. But like, he doesn't need to be boosting, and he doesn't need to be fucking homing attacking. That like neither of those two things make any sense for Tails.
I can't help but think of the Real Tails mod in Generations, but that would be busted now that I think about it.
Yeah, no, don't think about that.
Yeah.
I've never played Colors, so.
Ooh, really?
Loser.
Screw you. I've already pre-ordered
out for
Ultimate,
11
so
years.
I'm either gonna take a double and L.
Game been out for 11 years. Man, never touched it once. That's crazy.
Well,
because I don't have a Wii anymore.
Ultimate.
Coming to a console near you in 2021. The only Sonic thing we're getting this year, if you guys didn't know, let me stop.
What about Sonic IDW? I was about to say Archie. IDW.
I thought you were going to say Origins, and I'm like, that's also not coming out this year.
Nah.
You know, actually, though, real quick, I know this has nothing to do with the Presents thing, but that's kind of smart. Because it's like, all right, what do we get next year? We get the second movie. All right, maybe people aren't convinced to be Sonic fans yet. All right, we show them the second movie. Okay, wow, wait a minute. Now I want to be a Sonic fan. Are there any games I can play? I'm glad you asked. Here's 4 of the classic ones right here. 1, 2, 3 of Knuckles. That makes me happy. And CD. Now, you have these 4 things that you can play now that you finish watching the second movie. Oh, you want something brand new? Okay, here's Rangers. Probably not going to be good, but here's Rangers. Oh, you want some more Sonic? Wow. You want some more Sonic stuff? Okay, here's Prime. All right, you want something else to do? Here's some more comics. The 31st anniversary for Sonic is looking great.
Yeah.
You know what? I honestly don't know why they advertised this year as the year of Sonic when everything's going to come out next year.
Pandemic, maybe?
Exactly. Pandemic didn't stop Persona 5 Royal.
I mean, okay, but to be fair, Atlas is a different division of Sega than...
Okay, you know what, fine. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
It's just like... it's just like...
Not to argue.
It's just like, damn, a whole lot of comics, movie, TV show, games coming out in the 31st anniversary.
Yeah.
This is the second anniversary. This is the second anniversary in a row where you really don't have anything to show for this one, and it's just like, wait till next year, guys. I got you. I promise.
Colors
and now,
Ultimate.
This kind of just makes me believe, right? Zippo has to be right because Zippo did say that there was going to be a collection, and he also did say that collection was going to have 3 Knuckles in it, which we saw was true. And he also said
widescreen.
Didn't he say...
He also said...
Sorry, go ahead.
He also said that would also have widescreen versions of 1 and 2 in there, which also happened. And it's like, Zippo got that stuff right. We didn't really hear that 3 Knuckles was going to be in there by anybody else but him, unless I'm wrong. And if anybody else did say it, they said it after he did. So... I think Zippo's got to be right. And if Zippo's right, where's my 2D Sonic game with the modern cast? That's what I'm waiting for.
That's what I was going to ask about. Like, did he also say that?
They advanced 3.
It's like, where's my 2D Sonic game with the modern cast? 1 and 2. That also means that it's like Zippo's kind of going against everybody else right now because Zippo said that this new game will return to the adventure style, and everybody talking about the leaks for Rangers. I know we're kind of going out of order at this point, but I mean, like, what's left to talk about? Dash. No,
I mean, I was gonna bring up Dash, but let's wait before we
I don't really
go
play Dash.
full. Yeah, I know. I figured
okay.
it was substantial enough to bring into the conversation, but I imagine I don't know.
All right, give me a second. I'm on a roll right now. Give me a second. Well, look, right. Basically, Zippo says that this new game would have multiple playable characters. Everybody who said they played the game mentioned that Sonic was the only one that was present. Now, what I
Yeah,
can hope is that Zippo is right and that there are multiple playable characters. And what Sega was doing with this playtesting, if these people are right, was that before they started focusing on other characters, they needed to get Sonic down first and have people play Sonic and then be like, all right, so now we know what to do with these next characters, what not to do with these next characters, and also how to fix Sonic himself. If Sega's smart this time, is what I'm thinking,
In a
right?
perfect world.
Or
this.
Zippo got that part wrong, and Sonic is the only playable character, and then Sega didn't learn anything because we've been saying for the last 10 years that we wanted other characters back besides Sonic, and it's just like you're still not getting it. And then this is another situation where the game is called Rangers, as in plural, meaning multiple. Why would you just be playing as Sonic in a game called Sonic Rangers? Now, the only situation where I could see it being just Sonic or select characters are those generation style levels that people keep talking about. And it's
Right.
like, to be honest though, that was something that I was even thinking about. Like, oh, what if we had a game where the main gameplay was like regular adventure style, and then there's like a mock speed section that plays like generations, and that's
So it's
basically
like,
what
okay.
this. Yeah, but the mock speed
This.
sections control good, and then
Yeah.
shut, and then
Uh,
and then it's like if that was just Sonic, then that makes sense. But it's like in the open world spot. I said this too in the SEA server. It's like it gets like in an open world game like that. If you're only playing as Sonic, that's gonna get boring extremely fast because and there's no amount of abilities or skills in the world that you can give him that can make playing him for all these hours be fun or like not or not get stale or boring. Like okay, I did all these new things. That's great. I want to use somebody else now. Oh wait, I can't because Sonic's an unplayable character. That's probably what's going to end up happening. And it's like I don't want that to happen. And then all this other stuff that I'm hearing that doesn't really sound good. That's like, oh, there's no story. You just drop right in. I hope
Hold
that
on.
means there was no story in the demo. I hope that means there was just no story in the demo and you were dropped right in. One, two. I also hope this means. Oh, I hope they, give us a more fleshed out story because you have the potential for this stuff. What does this Zap stuff mean? What's up with all these ruins? Like all
I.
this ancient tablet, all this ancient tablature. You have a foundation right there. Why does Sonic
Should we be
pixelate when he
getting
runs?
more?
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully. The other part that I don't like from what I'm hearing out of the leaks is like,
Hold
oh, you
on.
do
I'm gonna
these things, you get
stop
it.
you. I'm gonna stop you because we really we're not at we're
You
not at
you
Rangers yet.
went off.
Like we were supposed to talk about colors for now, so I'm gonna just put a pin in it for now, cause
Okay,
Bloody hell.
colors on modern consoles. Great. All right, go back to what I was saying before. Let me
nah.
stop.
Like I wasn't sure how long you were gonna go. Then I'm looking at the time and I'm like, okay, I gotta.
Listen. All right. What's really left to talk about with colors? They're not changing the story
I
because
mean,
if you look at the stuff that not Anima, you're Anima. You didn't do anything. Well, but if you look at the stuff that Giga put in the links that Giga put in the server from the ArtStation thing, they're
true,
still doing the regular 6 act. They're still doing the regular 6 acts with the boss,
true,
and it's like they're not changing that when they really should have.
true.
And it's like besides the Jade Wisp, what else is really being changed? They said gameplay refinements. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
obviously they're gonna have to optimize
There
the game
is
to work
there is
on
a
a regular
theory.
controller and not a Wii remote.
I think there's more
There is a
that
theory about
could be done
Tails
to it.
icon.
I think there's more that still could be done to it, but even then, we still have Rise of the Wisps to be talked about as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Yo, I like Colleen Higgins or Kate O'Shaughnessy talking.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who it is.
Who knows? We'll
I
find
like
out.
the new version of Reach for the Stars. I like that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool. I think, crap. I think that I really like that there's full dialogue in this in general, because one of the things that I really disliked about TSR Overdrive, this is nitpicky, but I'll admit, it being silent made it feel like it was more like a classic thing than it was modern, and I don't like modern Sonic feeling like classic Sonic. That may just be me. It
Yeah, that's
probably
fair.
is, but
I mean, in the end, it was purpose of it was to make it accessible to people
oh, I
who can
know.
speak any language.
I do know that. No, I know. I guess it wasn't even just that. I don't know, the humor of it and everything just really made it feel like it was a classic thing. And like it felt like it was a classic cartoon with a modern coat of paint, which is something I didn't really like about it. I think it's not.
I like the humor, to be honest.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know what it was
Yeah.
about it, but at least at least well, we don't know too much about Rise of the Wisps, so maybe it could be I have the same problem with it that I did with Overdrive. I don't know. I acknowledge that this is probably just a me thing. It probably is, but
While we're at that, should we talk about Roger returning and actually sounding really good in Rise of the Wisps?
Yeah, we can talk about
Roger never leaving. Roger never leaving. Technically,
About 10 years.
I believe I know there are some people who have the conspiracy theory that, oh, Roger never left, but nah, I believe that he was parting ways with Sega, and then either he re-auditioned or he just decided, hey, maybe not, you know. But I think Roger.
I mean,
Go ahead.
why would he need to re-audition if he was the one who left in the first place?
Probably because of contracts expiring, and probably because it looks like everybody is changing. So
well, not everybody, because Eggman is still Mike, and then Colleen. Well, we don't know who this is in Rise of the Wisp because
they sound good.
Colleen didn't even really specify if she's still staying in the game. She just said she won't be in Prime. She didn't specify if she's still in the games or not. And then now in Rise of the Wisp, this girl sounds like Kate. So it's either Colleen is doing a really good Kate impression, or they got Kate back for this animation.
Who knows? I'd be okay with either.
That would be cool.
Because this is going to be, to be completely honest, though, I don't really like them having too many voices, because now it's going to be way too many to keep track of at once. Because you're going to have Roger in the games, Ben in the movie, Ben in the movies, and then whoever they get for Prime. And it's like, that's 3 different Sonic voices at once, and people are going to be arguing over it. It's like the 3 Spider-Men all over again.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
Prime is pretty much confirmed to have a different voice actor, because apparently there's this law where every, you have to be Canadian or something.
Yeah, you have to have Canadian citizenship in order to to do voice work in Canada, and it's weird. Like a great example of that is Shaolin Chronicles, which is a mess in and of itself. But they couldn't get the original voice cast to do the shows, except for Tara Strong was the only one who had Canadian citizenship, so she got to return as Omi, but that was it. Everybody else was different, and among the other weird things in that show, that was weird as well, to have Omi sounding the same, but everybody else was different. So,
extremely off topic, but it'd be really funny if Tara Strong voiced Tails in Prime. But then it's also like, I don't even really know if she can do that, because it's like she has like a certain type of voice. Because it's like if she's doing a little kid that's a boy, like you can hear it in Timmy and you can hear it in Ben. She has a specific kind of voice, and I don't really know if that fits Tails. And then you also got to hear like when she does other characters. I know like these are girls, so they don't really match up. But it's like you hear Raven, you hear Harley Quinn, you hear Mandy, she has range, but it's just like, can she meet, like, because basically what you need is that middle ground where, like, they need the sound Like, Tails needs to sound, even though Tails is younger than Ben, like, I really don't, it's like, Ben also has, like, a certain, like, bass to his voice, and it's like, I feel like you have to find, like, that middle ground if Tara Strong were to be Tails. Like, I don't know why I just thought about Tara Strong being Tails for some reason, because I was thinking about how Tara Strong is in everything, and then I'm like, well, now what if she became Tails? It's like, who knows?
It's a possibility that she could end up being Tails. Honestly, if anyone in that show, I imagine her in, like, the role of maybe Amy. Like, I could see her doing a good Amy.
Amy.
I
mean,
oh.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, because when it comes to Amy, again, because, like, the only girls, like, because I don't really remember anything else she was in besides, like, the main stuff. Like, I'm thinking about the girls she's played. She's played Raven, she's played Harley Quinn, she's played Mandy, and she's played Bubbles. And it's like,
wait, she's not Mandy. She is not Mandy. Isn't Great Elise Mandy? Mandy.
No,
Mandy.
No, Tara Strong is in Billy and Mandy. Tara Strong is Mandy.
Hold up. I need to challenge you on that. I probably pronounced Great Elise's name wrong. I'm sure I did. Oh, good.
He's gone.
Anima. Oh, hello, Anima.
Welcome back, Anima.
Mandy, voice actor. And goodbye.
Yeah, she is Mandy.
Yeah, Great Elise is Mandy, not Tara Strong. Hold up. I'm sending you an image now. For whatever. I don't know if I'll pull this up. But
because this picture has, like, how Tara Strong and that person that you said are both in, like, the same show voicing two different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever that. All right, well, she sounded like Mandy. Well, it sounded like she was Mandy, and I could have sworn somebody said she was Mandy. But anyway, okay, but I'll take that L. Anyway, okay, so we look at Raven, Harley Quinn, and Bubbles then.
Yeah, I mean there are others, but sure.
Those are the ones that I can think of at the top of my head, and it's like
we could make Amy sound like Truffles from Chowder.
No.
That's the voice she'll use for Amy.
No. Don't do that.
You know, speaking of Sonic Prime.
But then it's
that logo, that Eggman logo. What I'm thinking
pretty cool
is that it's going to be a legion of different Eggmans from different universes teaming up and making.
Please don't do that.
I'm down with that.
Team.
Please don't do that. Because I already before when we were talking about this, I don't know if this was in the server or if this was on the last video. I really hope that Sonic going to different dimensions isn't about to be Sonic into the Sonicverse. I really hope it's going to be him going to different dimensions, and, like, if he's going to see alternate dimension versions of himself, it needs to be separate characters. Like Blaze, I will always run into the ground that Blaze is an alternate dimension Sonic. Like, she acts completely different. He's outgoing. She's quiet and she's quiet and more reserved. He is like it's just like the way that they have similarly designed shoes. It's like they are meant to be parallels to one another, and, like, Blaze is meant to be like alternate dimension Sonic, and
he can boost.
It's like. Exactly, and it's like, if you're gonna give me alternate dimension versions of Sonic and the other characters, do it that way. Like, don't just make it just be, oh, here's Sonic, but now he's blue, and then he's already blue. Here's Sonic, but now he's red. Here's Sonic. Here's classic Sonic. Here's Boom Sonic. Like, I don't want that. I want, like, brand new characters that are representing alternate dimension versions of them.
Hold on, I have a question. What if it were the alternate universes, rather than being, okay, there's still alternate Sonics, right? But rather than it being, oh, I'm Sonic, but I'm a pirate, or I'm Sonic but this, or I'm Sonic but that. Oh yeah, speaking of Sonic that, no. Well,
alright, anyway.
But no, suppose it was rather you have alternate Sonics, but rather than doing it that way, it's like different characters in different roles. Like, suppose the Sonic dimension, but Tails is the world's hero, and Sonic is the Sonic is in the younger sibling role, or another dimension where
Shadow's the hero, and Sonic's the edgy counterpart.
Sure, or like you get into like some weird but specific, like weird enough to be
Eggman's
different.
the hero.
Yeah,
make the entire series a what if.
Sonic.
Oh,
Eggman's the hero. Eggman's the hero, and his robot army are supposed to be the good guys, while Sonic and his friends are the bad. Eggman would.
There was a Sonic Boom episode about that.
If there was really a world where Eggman was the hero and his robots were also like the heroes, and then it's like Sonic and company were the bad guys, Sonic and company won automatically because Eggman already can't beat them as it is. Yeah. Now, if the roles are reversed and Sonic still has all of his abilities and his friends still have all their abilities, and now they're the bad guys, Sonic still wins. Like
what you're talking about is Moebius.
Yeah,
Moebius. We can't do that.
We all know why.
As well as that one episode
we all know why. We're not going to say it. We can't do that.
And Anima, this is also not a cue for you to start going off because I know you. Just shush. Don't do it.
I guess.
I'm tempted to, but I will refrain.
No. Don't do it. Because if you're going off about that, then I'm going to go off about something else.
Yeah.
I already went off about something.
No, I mean badly. Like I'm thinking about these two individuals. I'm thinking about these two individuals who need to not be coming back for the next game, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
You know what? I think we can go in whatever order we want at this point. However, Rangers has to be the last thing. But otherwise...
Not Anima. Waze is dying to talk about the mobile game, so go ahead, talk about Dash.
Yeah, alright. I'm really excited that the Werehog is going to be in Sonic Dash.
How is he gonna run? Is he gonna
all fours? No.
Yeah, all fours.
But no. Getting back to it, would you be okay with like the sort of role swapping version rather than I am just Sonic, but my arms are blue? Or
yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I'd rather role swapping.
Okay.
And then just
the
like
whole series is just
it's pirate Sonic.
Yeah.
It's Sonic the pirate, Sonic the hobo. But then it's like, if I had to like rank it though, I'd rather brand new characters. Okay. The brand new characters, role reversal, and then at the bottom of the list, it's just pirate, blue, red.
Green Sonic. Oh no, we still can't do that.
Oh my god.
But no. I guess since we're on Sonic Prime, how do we feel about the show having 24 episodes?
I love it. 10 out of 10. No, 24 out of 24.
Yeah.
Love it. Good choice.
I hope that they don't all drop at once. I'd love weekly, but it's Netflix. They might
at least do it half.
Sorry?
Like at least drop half of it one time and the rest of it another.
That would at least be something. I know, Soul, I know you have something to say about the 24 episodes because we've talked a bit before. So I do know you have.
It needs to be 24 episodes that are 20 minutes long, not 24 episodes that are 12 minutes long.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, it is 3D animated, so it probably will be 24 minutes.
Hopefully, I hope for the best. I don't know. I just cannot wait to learn more about Sonic Prime because it looks like it could be really cool, but at the same time, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Soul says that he doesn't want a kind of like Spider-Verse thing, but the multiverse thing is literally called the Shatterverse.
Oh yeah, that was something I was gonna bring up. Shatterverse.
Gross.
We don't know. We'll have to see what the Shatterverse is, and yeah. That's probably, you're right, it's probably gonna be Spider-Verse style multiverse. Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see.
Something that a lot of
other Sonic story where Sonic utilizes the power of reality?
What? Anyway, no.
Quantum shots.
So basically,
Oh
never heard of it. So basically, we have never really spoke about. I don't know if we really spoke about it, and I don't know if anybody else really spoke about it. But like, I also really hope that the cast of this show isn't Sonic and Tails, and then nobody else in terms of the heroes, because they could go. They could go one of two. Because they could go one of like three ways. It could be Sonic, Tails, and no other heroes. Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Knuckles, and no other heroes, and then all of them. And I feel like the one that they might go with is Sonic and Tails and nobody else. And it's just like, don't do that. I want everybody else. I want Shadow. I want Blade.
Don't forget, we don't have one second growth for this.
Omega. So Cream, because they seem to forget Cream exists. They seem to forget Cream exists a lot, but I want her back anyway.
The last time she appeared in the game was like, what, 11 years ago?
The last time she appeared in the game was Tokyo. The last time she appeared in the game was Tokyo Olympics.
Oh my god.
If you want to count that.
Nah, what I will say is, Man of Action at least seems very passionate about the Sonic franchise. So I'd like to imagine that they're going with more than just the core four or Sonic and Tails. I'm hoping that they're going for more characters.
Honestly, if they go for the core four, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, I wouldn't mind. Because it would allow for like stronger, more focused storytelling.
That's fair.
But then again, though, people tend to say that less characters mean stronger development. Have you ever played an RPG? RPG had hella casts. Hella characters in the cast, and still managed to flesh out all of them. It's like you can have
like
a big cast of characters and still flesh them out. Just don't.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. Like RPGs are like 100 hours.
Depending on how long Sonic Prime's runtime is by the end of the first season, you don't know how long it's going to be. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make
most will be like 4 hours. Wait, 20 minutes, 24. That's a third. Okay, like I don't know, math.
But the thing that I'm trying to say though is that you get at least hope. All right, just don't be like the people. Just don't be the people who write Ruby. I'm joking. That's a joke.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just they can do it. I hope there is more. I mean, I would much rather Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy over just Sonic and Tails. But like, just do it right. Now, what I also hope they're not doing is a Sonic Forces situation, because they made a point to mention that that they worked on Ben 10 and Big Hero 6, and it's like sounding a lot like the people who brought you Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations right about now. Don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up right now.
The closest thing to a bad show they've done is Mega Man, and that wasn't terrible.
Well,
I don't want to talk about it. It's like the worst thing that they've done was Mega Man, and the Mega Man show wasn't even that bad. That's the crazy part. It's just it wasn't good. And the Ben 10 reboot is also, out of all of the reboots that we've been getting on Cartoon Network, Teen Titans Go, Powerpuff Girls, Scooby-Doo, all of that, Ben 10 is definitely the best one of those reboots, because at least it tried. It at least tried at some point, and it's like at least it's doing something. Not good. It still doesn't hold a candle to anything. It still doesn't hold a candle to anything that came before it. But at least it tried, and it wasn't.
We're not in for trash, is what we're saying.
It'll be average at best. It'll be average at worst. It'll be average at worst.
Yeah. Amazing at best. Still gotta hold on to
amazing
that
at best.
Generator X tone.
Ben 10. That's the thing that made me. That's the thing that made me excited, because it's just like, okay, so they basically confirmed that the tone that they're going with for the show is more in tone with like Generator X, which is a mixture of lighthearted and dark, and it's like, okay, I can work with that.
And like I said, I trust Duncan Rouleau when it comes to a statement like that. I explained this in the last video. I don't watch the reboot, but I keep tabs on it because I'm interested in the lore, and like, he's very responsive to the Ben 10 fandom, and he hasn't really lied about anything. He has withheld information due to spoilers and stuff like that, but he's never really straight up lied about it. So I do trust him when he says, oh no, Generator X tone. I trust him. Even though this is Sonic, I at least trust his judgment. So, yeah.
Sonic, his lack of identity has been around for so long. You don't really know what a Sonic is anymore.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this can make a pave way for what Sonic can be in the future.
Yeah, exactly. I guess. Let me see. Sonic Prime. I don't know. Anything else?
Sees that it succeeds. Because if Sega sees that Prime succeeds, then things are gonna change.
That's true. That's very, very true. I guess we already talked about Sonic Origins, so
Sonic Origins. It's like my thing with Sonic Origins, right? Is that I'm fine. I mean, like obviously, again, it's an eye roll because we see Sonic 1, 2, and CD again. Like we haven't seen those games like 27 times already. But it's like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, on the other hand, that's the main reason why I'm going to buy the thing. But then they also said that the game has added they also said the game has added that the collection has added features. So it's like I don't know what else they could be adding to that. 1 and 2, if it's like if I can go through Sonic 3 and Knuckles with the drop dash, I will cry.
The drop dash is pretty much there's no way they're not going to add it in.
And then it's like I really hope because basically they did part of what I said, because I mentioned this in the server, but I don't know if anybody saw it. But like I was basically saying that we should get 2 collections, one for the classic games and one for the 3D ones. And my thing is, right, we're already halfway there because we're getting a collection with the classic ones. You don't need Mania in the collection because Mania is already on the current consoles and it's backwards compatible on PS5 and Series X. So you don't need to put it in there. Just either you already own the game because the game came out 4 years ago, or you're planning on getting it at some point, and it's just at that point the game is like $20, maybe a little bit less at this point. I don't remember, but you have that, and then you have those 3. So you have the 5 main classic games on one console now going forward. Now, what you can do is make another collection that's Adventure 1, 2, Heroes, Shadow, 06, Unleashed, Generations. Because Colors is getting its own thing, so Colors doesn't need to be included because it's getting its own thing, and you can add all of those games into one and do it, and then that's more money because it's like people are going to want to buy both collections to have all the main games on one console. So
you might think that's a lot of games, but if the Switch can pull off having Sunshine 64 and Galaxy in one disc or one cartridge, surely the PS5 can handle a lot more Sonic games.
True.
The Sonic Unleashed takes more of the run than all 3 of those games. Your Switch is going to cry. You're trying to run Unleashed on it. I'm being completely honest here.
I mean,
like that motherfucker is going to be crying in agony, like trying to run Sonic Unleashed. Like, no, please stop.
Jungle Joyride, let's go.
Oh God, please! Jungle Joyride alone is just gonna.
Might as well be looking at
your Switch will catch on fire.
Your Switch, God forbid you're playing on the Switch Lite, that shit's gonna fucking explode trying to run Jungle Joyride.
Yeah, it's gonna be like boom.
My thing is though, somebody also, I forgot who it was. I think it was like Sour Bulba or Bulba Sour or however on Twitter. But like I'm pretty sure I heard from him that he thinks that we're going to be getting more reveals this year that we didn't get at the Sonic Central. Like there's more things that they didn't tell us at Sonic Central that we're getting. And it's like, that's true. This is probably where we could see the rest of those things, because wasn't there also a leak from the same retailer that said that we were supposed to be getting a Generations Ultimate?
Yes, that I remember that. Yeah.
And it's like, we didn't hear anything about Generations Ultimate. Zippo mentioned the 2D Sonic game. We didn't get that revealed. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that if we don't get those 2 things, Generations Ultimate and the 2D Sonic game, I'm less pressed about, because it's like, if I want a good 2D Sonic game, I'll go play Sonic versus Darkness, but I'd like an official one. 2, if I want to play Generations, I'll play it on my Xbox because it's backwards compatible. But like, if Generations got that ultimate treatment where you can do 4K on consoles and it gave you extra content, like maybe now they're not going to do this, but I'm using this as an example. Like, they give you an extra stage for each era or something, or like they whatchamacallit,
that would be amazing.
They let you.
But...
That would be great.
They let you use other, because like if they're making Tails playable in Generations, they could very well make other characters playable. No, I mean, if they're making Tails playable in Colors, they can very well make other characters playable in Generations. And it's like, if you're playing classics, if you're doing a classic stage, you can play as classic Tails, classic Knuckles, maybe Amy. And if you're playing as a modern stage, you can do some of the modern characters or something, just to give some variety. Or if you want to pull if you're playing as modern Sonic, you can pull the Forces card and just give him a skin that looks like Shadow, or a skin that looks like Blaze. And you know what? To be honest, with those two characters, I'd be fine with that. Because they already play like him as it is.
True.
Yep.
Okay.
But like, I'm gonna hope that I'm gonna hope Generations Ultimate is a real thing, but it probably isn't. I'm gonna hope the 2D Sonic game is real. Probably isn't. I'm gonna hope we get more information about new things that we didn't get shown off at
Probably won't.
whatchamacallit.
Yeah,
at
I
this,
doubt it.
Like at the Central, but yeah. Because they did say we were going to get a sneak peek at Games Fest, but the thing is, though, were they talking about a sneak peek of the Symphony at Games Fest, or were they talking about more Sonic-related stuff at Games Fest?
I think they were talking about the Symphony, but who knows?
That's really, but if that was what they were talking, that is... The Symphony is live. How are you going to give a sneak peek of a live Symphony?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
So they had to be talking about something else, because if they give you a lot, I'd be impressed, honestly. If you give me a live sneak peek at a live Symphony, like 13 days before it happens, I'll be impressed.
Maybe,
but like,
maybe they'll show a practice session of a song, Studiopolis. Maybe, I don't know.
That would be
practice session. That sounds like something they would do. But it's like, I hope we get more information on these things, because we still don't have a lot of information on Sonic Colors Ultimate. We still don't have a lot of information on Origin. We don't have a lot of information on any of the big three things they showed us. We don't have a lot of information on Ultimate. We don't have a lot of information on Origins, and we damn sure don't have enough information on Rangers. And it's like, I'm gonna need you to start rolling that stuff out.
Sonic 2022, man. Sonic Zap.
Anyway, Sonic Zavok. Anyway, yeah, it's just they got to start pumping out more information, because again, they're not going to be learning their lesson if they make us wait until next year for more information on Rangers. And it's like, Colors is definitely we're definitely getting more information. Like, Colors are definitely getting more information, because Colors comes out in September. So we have 4 months before they can get, well, technically 3, because it's June tomorrow. So we get 3. We have 3 months for them to give us information on this game. But it's like Rangers and Origins, I feel like they're going to pull the stupid move and wait till next year to start telling us stuff when they need to not do that.
I hope. Okay, we'll get to that. Gotta save the main event for the end. I will say, though, that, in regards to, also, because Anima just posted this, at the time of recording this, we have the new knowledge that Tails apparently probably will not be playable in Colors Ultimate, which is a shame.
I told you.
I know.
I told you.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Okay, but it's not for the reason that you thought it was, but yeah. It looks like there are these coin things that might have something or another to do with Tails. We don't know yet. Posted by Sonic Stadium. I will probably post pictures and have pictures shown up in a link in the description on the video and in the description. But yeah, so that's unfortunate. I really would have loved playable Tails, but oh well.
What I think is that it's like, if you die, Tails just picks you up. Like, there's a power-up like that.
That's lame. Because, like, Colors is a pretty easy game. Okay, well, it wasn't as easy when I was a kid, back in 2010, but Colors is an easy game. So, oh well. Let me see, man, you're right. Do we really want to talk about Sonic Dash?
Okay, wait. Why does this confirm that Tails is playable? What exactly are you looking at again?
The link in the chat. You know, the chat that the viewers probably won't be seeing, but yeah, it appears that the tails icon
Wait,
has to do with something else.
so okay, are you talking about like that little head icon that was in the stage?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know because it still does. Okay, but then why does that equate to it being your whatchamacallit,
Yeah,
your
that's the weird thing. That's a weird thing.
Then there's so much going on here because it's like I want to be on. It's like you can't be. I don't know what side to be on because it's like obviously I want Tails to be playable, but I don't want to get my hopes up for it, knowing that he might not be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't know which one it is, and then I'm gonna be flip flopping. Like 1 minute I'm gonna see something that makes me think he's not gonna be playable, and then I'm gonna see something that's gonna make me think he is, and then it's like you just need to tell us right now what's going on. And again, this doesn't really equate to Rangers, but it's like for everything they have revealed right now, they have 3 prime opportunities to give us more information on any of these things because you have Games Fest, E3, and Sonic's birthday all in this month. And if they don't do anything at either of these 3 things, not for Colors Ultimate because we could see that somewhere else, but like for Rangers and Origins, if they don't give us more information at any of these 3 events this month, I highly doubt we're getting any information on these games for the rest of this year, and that's kind of bad because it's like you also in a collection where you're basically getting the same games again. You also got to tell to people another reason to buy it this other than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and we don't really have any other reason besides that right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing,
and
I
then Rangers
that was not
speaks
1
for
point
itself.
up of Colors Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
He's using Lost World's top speed running animation.
No,
what?
it's not. That's Sonic's. That was Sonic's anime. That was Sonic's running animation, and that wasn't the top speed animation. That was Sonic's animation. Whatchamacallit, when he's like doing a light jog in Colors. Because there was a there was a clip in the trailer where he was running on Starlight Carnival on the reappearing and disappearing platform where he was going full speed and his arms were fully behind his back like they do regularly. That end clip where he was in Starlight Carnival and it was like the camera was spinning and he was doing like the little light jog. In those sections, they were scripted, so it made him run like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
again, Colors connoisseur. I know these things.
One thing I will say, because I don't think anybody mentioned it, but Colors Ultimate looks pretty. Very pretty. And that makes me happy.
I said that.
Did you?
I said it was pretty even during the trailer when it wasn't even looking that.
I mean, like in this stream, in this podcast thing that we're doing. I don't think anybody mentioned that.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's just like the game looked pretty enough in the trailer, and then you realize that was bad footage from 2020, and now you see what the game is really looking like, and it's like, oh, okay, the game is really cute. The game is really pretty.
Yeah.
Can't wait for my eyes to explode when I look at Starlight Carnival in 4K.
Gotta love it.
Imagine having a 4K monitor.
You said what?
I said imagine having a 4K monitor.
I will say though, it's at least Colors Ultimate is at least looking exciting. We're kind of all over the place here, but I will.
We really are, but it's just like who cares about Sonic Dash? Who cares about?
No, I actually do. Okay. So I actually do want to say one thing about Sonic Dash. What's it? The fact that I don't really care about Supersonic or the Werehog. It's just like cool. But I will say the fact that they're advertising party mode as, oh, you can finally race against your friends in Sonic Forces Speed Battle, and what's it? The fact that it's going to be a limited thing only. It's like this should have always been a thing for Speed Battle.
That's like, oh, you could bet. That would be like Smash. Oh, you could play online with your friends before a limited time only.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why?
That's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
Hopefully,
the thing is, right?
fan backlash.
The other thing with fucking forces is with speed battle and dash is that I almost had a fucking heart attack when they showed Werehog, and I'm like, please tell me, don't do this. And then it's dash, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, I fucking hate everything.
Unleashed.
You're the reason why. I want to. Please, can we just put Ultimate on the end of everything? Can we get Generations, Colors, and Unleashed Ultimate, bro? I don't need any other game ever.
We're
If I
living in
get
the wrong
to
timeline because somewhere out there, there's a timeline where Unleashed Ultimate was a thing, and we're just not living there.
There's a timeline where we got Generations. Oh no, there's a timeline where we got Unleashed Ultimate, and then we got Advance 1, 2, and 3 in widescreen instead of Sonic 3, instead of the fucking classic games again.
There's also a timeline where we got 06 Ultimate, and I think that's beautiful. So
no, there's a timeline where P06 got finished, and Sega decided to release it officially and pay Chaos for his hard work.
I love that.
If they do that,
should be reality.
If they do that, I would cry. Like, yo, please do that.
For real,
there's a reality where they combined SA1, SA2, and Heroes in a remade trilogy.
So what you're saying is Heroes is Sonic Adventure 3.
Stop talking.
Yes. Yes.
Stop talking. Heroes ain't. I don't. You know what? Let me not do that to myself right now. Anyway,
Heroes continues from Adventure 2 story. Therefore, it is Sonic.
You're right. Heroes is not Adventure 3. Sonic 06 is.
Sonic 06 is Adventure 3.
Yes.
Wait.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, I really hope that we do get Unleashed and Generations Ultimate though, because we get those 3 main games in like this remastered style.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Oh yeah,
but obviously we're not gonna get that because Sega doesn't like money.
Yeah, I'd cry for Generations. Like Unleashed. Okay, yeah, Unleashed 2. Like Unleashed is my favorite Sonic game, but Generations.
It's mine too.
Just Generations would be something.
I don't see a way. I want to see what you could improve in Generations though.
You're gonna improve a lot of things in Generations. They're gonna improve a lot of things in Generations. Let's see, what can be improved in Generations? Make Classic Sonic play more like Classic Sonic from the classic games and not like how he did in Generations. That's 1. 2, you can Spin Dash, keep that overpowered on 1 button though. Do that. But I want to be what else can you fix in Generations? You can make Planet Wisp not annoying.
Okay, that's
yeah. You can give us more playable characters besides just the Sonics, because it's like, oh, we freed Sonic's friends, and now what do? They sit there and watch. As we go on this fun adventure, they just sit there.
Cheerleaders.
And it's like, why? Cheerleaders, because that's
those side missions. You could at least make other characters playable in those.
Exactly. Like, if you don't want to make the characters playable in regular stages, that's fine. But at least let me play as them in the side the side missions. Like, let me do a doppelganger race against a Tails doppelganger as Tails. Let me doppelganger race Blaze.
That'd be fun.
I mean, obviously, though, you'd have to... I don't know, because some of the characters won't fit in this style unless you make them just a Sonic skin, which I don't want. Like, Blaze and Shadow are the most applicable for a boost game.
Yeah.
It's like, you give classic Sonic Tails and Knuckles, and then you give modern Sonic Shadow and Blaze, and I'll be happy.
That's fair. I think, though, I don't know. I guess, does anybody else have anything to add on anything we have talked about before?
We get to the main thing that I've been waiting to talk about, but like, Unleashed Ultimate, Shadow skin, Shadow the Werehog, fixed Joyride.
One last thing, by the way. I really hope they at least run the Colors Ultimate cutscenes in the engine so that it fits.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Because remasters love to remaster the gameplay and then have the cutscenes be exactly how they looked before, and that's not pretty. Because freaking Resident Evil 4's cutscenes are butt ugly because they do that same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The time has come. Who wants to talk about Sonic IDW?
Santiago. Santiago
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh no.
in Sonic
Actually,
Racing.
God.
Santiago and Sonic Racing in the Sonic Drift car. That was
Yeah.
to be honest. Okay, real quick. Like this, I really don't care about mobile games, but I do find it kind of neat that they added Santiago to the to Sonic Racing, and they gave him the Sonic Drift car. Like I feel like
Yeah,
that
that's
was
nice.
that was pretty neat. I feel like that was
I'm not
neat.
a fan of how you're supporting a criminal.
And here's my thing,
He
though.
probably stole that car.
That Santiago joke makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. And we're gonna leave it at that. Anyway, Sonic
Yeah,
Rangers.
same. But
It's just funny.
All right,
Power
so can I go
Rangers.
back on my tangent? Can I go back on my 10-minute tangent that I was on earlier?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Okay.
Please don't.
So and now imagine I was smart enough to remember exactly where I left off.
Oh well.
Basically, what I'm saying though is like, again, with the whole multiple playable characters thing, because I was thinking about it this whole time. It's like, imagine they finally give us an open world Sonic game. Imagine what it would be like. It's like, oh, look at that thing that I can't reach because I'm playing as Sonic. Let me go switch to Knuckles and then climb up there to see what it is. Let me go switch to Tails and fly up there to see what it is, or Silver to go fly up there and see what it is. And
What
like,
you're describing
why
is
would
Sonic Heroes.
shut up. Anyway. But it's just like, well, the other thing that I was really hoping though was that if these Ranger leaks aren't true, but at this point I'd be really
I
surprised
100%
if
believe them.
I'd be really surprised if they weren't true, because then it's like you have three different people all saying the same thing about Rangers, and then it's like it could be
Months in
it could be that
advance.
case. It could be that case where like everybody is just saying the same thing over and over again just to try to be funny and cool, but then it's like you also got to realize the names match up when you look at the data mine for the video. But it's like one, where the hell did you even get the name Rangers from? Like where does Sonic that? I'm telling you, when Sonic team is coming up with names for their games, they have a dartboard ready. And they just get darts and just throw and just like see what name goes with it. Like, oh, what are we gonna do? Sonic Wars? I mean, we should probably change that. It's kind of edgy. Forces, got it. All right, we're good. And it's like, where'd you even get the name Rangers from?
Sonic is a forest ranger, and he's going to be protecting the forest. And that's
What's up with this Ghost Girl thing they're talking about? Is this the Ghost Girl from Unleashed? From Night of the Werehog?
I doubt it. I have theories about her, but tune in to another Lyoko Gem video to see that. Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ!
But...
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Because like that's another thing too. Like even though they kind of veered away from the Amy's obsessed with Sonic thing, it would be kind of funny. Like if this Ghost Girl comes in and if other characters are in the damn game, it'd be funny if this Ghost Girl comes in and she's all looking to Sonic for help, and then Amy's looking like, what are you doing, buddy? Getting a little too close there. And it's or something like that. I don't know. I know we veered away from that recently, but it's like it'd be funny just to see that just once, not the whole goddamn game, just once.
That's fair.
And the mandates suck. That's another conversation.
Yeah, we're not getting into that here.
Even if this Ranger stuff isn't real for some reason, it'd be cool. Because what I was really hoping, because like I don't know, because I don't really talk about it, but like when I was talking about like the idea that I had for a Sonic game, it's like the idea was that the stages would be regular stages, like regular adventure style stages with like speed and all the platforming and stuff. And then there'd be an open world hub for you to explore, test out your abilities, do whatchamacallit, do side quests and stuff. And it's like, why can't we like get something like that instead of? Because I don't know, man. Because open world games can be done good, like Spider-Man and Breath of the Wild, but then they can also be done really bad. And it's like, I don't know. Sega's never really done something like this before, so it's like, how are they gonna? it's like this is why being a Sonic fan and a Pokemon fan is really difficult because you want them to try new things, and then when they try new things, it's like, do you really trust them to try these new things? Because Pokemon is also trying to go open world now, and it's like, yeah, but like, can you do it?
It's weird because Pokemon, like, you can tell it was meant to be open world from the beginning.
Huh?
What?
Wait, did you not hear me? I said,
no, I didn't.
It's weird because you can tell Pokemon is meant to be an open world game from the beginning.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean, okay.
Yeah. It's just like, the other thing though, it's like, this doesn't necessarily have to be the case, because again, there's games like Spider-Man that prove otherwise, but it's like, the fear that comes with open world games is like the lack of story, because it'll be like, oh, here's your opening cutscene, here's a little bit of cutscene sprinkled, here's a little cutscene sprinkled throughout, and then here's the ending, and it's like, I don't want them to do that again, because it's like, I'm tired of them doing that with Sega. I'm tired of them doing that with Sonic games, because they've been doing that since Colors, and it's like, stop doing that, please.
I mean, I'd argue Forces had a narrative. Whether or not it was good is another discussion, but
Forces,
you know.
Forces also, but I mean, like, Forces, because like the thing that, because I've been explaining it this way. But like ever since Colors, they've been like telling the stories in like this. I don't know if abridged is the word, but like they've been telling the stories in this way where it's like the game is short. They sprinkled the cutscenes very spread and thin throughout the game, and the cutscenes are not that long. And then it's like when you look at games like Unleashed and 06, like if you put all the cutscenes together, you can make a movie out of that. Nowadays, it's a 40-minute special. Nowadays, it's a 40-minute special on Cartoon Network, and it's like, I don't want that anymore. I want the movies back.
That's fair. I think,
and it's like,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's like, I think this game could potentially be the one that brings it back, but this could also be the game that doesn't do that at all, and we just stick where we are. And then it's also like, what is this open world going to look like? Are we going to be stuck in a forest? Is it going to be one big ass forest the entire game? Or are we going to go to different places?
That's the leak. The leaks are implying that it's going to be the forest and the forest and a little bit of ruin, like dotted with some ruins. And actually, I think I'm going to talk about my end.
Boring.
Yeah, I know.
That's so boring.
I know. Like, honestly, I've said this in a few Discord servers, and honestly, it's just what I've been feeling, but the Sonic Rangers leaks sound very anti-Sonic, and I know those are words I cannot say in this without fear of a lawsuit, but it feels...
Is it like over-exaggerating? Or like over-glorifying it to make it sound worse than it actually is?
That's true. I'm sure that, yeah, a lot of...
No, I'm asking, is that what you meant?
Oh, no. I mean, like, no, what I mean is, like, that, like, the general ideas presented in this game sound they sound like they're not for a Sonic property or project. They sound like the opposite of Sonic, you know?
So, Boom.
I give Boom a pass because it wasn't trying to be a mainline game. It was trying to be its own thing. But with what we're hearing about Sonic Rangers, this is the next mainline game. And you have it where, there's just this forest that Sonic will be running through, and, like, that's the main location. Like, I thought the forest was fine and cool when I thought it was going to be one of many stages, you know? But then, like, these leaks are talking about, oh no, the forest is the main place you're going to be around for the whole game, and, like, yeah, sure, it was a 20-minute beta test, but that brings immense fear to me, you know, because, like, that's not a very Sonic location. Then there's stuff like, I disregard the story because it was because it was a beta, you know, I disregard that, like...
They probably didn't care about the story at that point.
Yeah, not even that, it's just, like, cutscenes and stuff probably just weren't done at that time. Probably aren't done at this time, you know? So I disregard that. But another thing that worries me is the lack of characters. You could argue that it was brought up that maybe that they're just testing Sonic only, and that's fair. But even like playable or even other characters like around this world, but it's like nah, it's only Sonic here and this Ghost Girl, and I'm just like that's concerning. I
That's
don't
gonna be
like
weird.
that.
It's
Yeah,
true.
like Sonic's cast is more than just Sonic himself and probably Eggman, man. And I really don't like that. That's the possible direction that they're going, considering that is if it's only a beta thing. If the leaks are real, I believe the leaks 100%, honestly and truly speaking. But
And
it's
they are
like,
believable.
yeah, it's like there are too many things that line up. But even then, there's also things like what's it? Oh, there are these rock people that follow Sonic around that are like that sound like a very like fantasy inspired thing. You have these orbs that are important to the game that do this and that. I'm just like this sounds like honestly, it sounds like it sounds like some fantasy RPG, and that's not a bad thing, but it's just it leans in a direction that I feel like this doesn't look or sound or feel like Sonic, and that's what's
Well,
very concerning for me.
to
The
be
other part that
fair,
bothers
if
me,
if this is the beginning of a new era and
Yeah,
it's possibly Gothicon, then I wouldn't be surprised.
that's true.
so like the other the other thing that bothers me from the leaks from what I'm hearing is like they make it so they make it sound like it's so easy to get the emeralds, and it's like don't do that,
Yeah,
please, please don't do that.
yeah.
Like I want
I'm
them to be
hoping that's
integrated
beta
into the
stuff
plot.
too.
I'm gonna say I want them to be integrated into the plot where it's like I don't know, people probably don't like this, but I like it when when they get it through cutscenes and plot progression than finding them randomly in stages when it comes to
I
like
can agree with
main
that.
3D when it comes to main 3D games. Like if it's a classic game, then I would rather them do it through special stages. But it's like when it's a big 3D game like this, I'd rather them be integrated into the plot like how they are in
Mhm.
Adventure 2 in '06.
Mhm. I can agree with that. I'm.
Yeah, same.
I want. Okay, I'm just. You brought up the idea that this is a new era and this is what they're potentially trying to go for with this new era. And yeah, that's a possibility. However, it's not something I particularly want. Sonic's world and the characters that inhabit it, I feel like, yeah, Sonic does a lot of things. Sonic can be whatever the heck it wants, you know? But
Yeah.
I feel like the world and characters, at least, it's never been consistent, but I feel like we've established enough that, like, hey, these are things that are parts of Sonic's world, how it should be gone about. And it's like, this uninhabited, I can't talk, this uninhabited, forest that, again, could just be beta. Of course, we're speaking. I mean, I feel we're all speaking in the way that assume it could just be beta, but it beta stuff, and they haven't like added everything in those tests, and that's a possibility. But at least from what we're hearing, it's concerning, and I don't want that to be the complete direction for Sonic. Open world stuff is cool. Boosting is cool. I'm I'm concerned with overall direction in terms of just where we're going.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say though, at the very least that at least it's looking like the plot will probably be darker, like not well, probably more serious than what we have seen before. Honestly, coming off of Forces, it was very concerning what lessons, like, when it came to story, Sega was gonna take from that, because they could have been like, okay, Sega is weird. They could have been like, okay, we understand, and we know you want more dark stuff, but not quite like this. We understand that, and they could have changed more like that, or they could have been said, or they could have looked at Forces and said, no, nobody wants anything to be serious ever. This is bad. We need to go back to Lost World immediately. Punt.
I hope that's not
You're
what they
hired
do.
for another 10 years.
Like I say, Sega takes the wrong lessons. Sega takes the wrong lessons from the games that do well. They saw Sonic
Yeah.
Generations did well. They thought nostalgia was the reason, so Lost World happened.
Yeah, exactly.
They looked back at Generations when making Forces, needing to understand what did well. They saw classic Sonic and they thought maybe it's classic Sonic and brought him back. They take the wrong lessons from the games and
That's
apply
absolutely
them,
true.
and it's just it looks stupid. And my thing is though, the other thing with this game that I'm not really liking is just like because it's just how much we don't know. All they had to do. My
Yeah.
thing is though, again, Spider-Man PS4 when they revealed that game in 2016, 2 whole years before the game was going to come out, we got a mixture of cinematics and gameplay in that reveal trailer. And it's like, why is it so difficult for Sega to do the same thing in their reveal trailers?
That might tell us that the game is probably going to be pretty short.
And I hate that. Like, they also didn't learn the lesson from that, too, because the games have been like 3 to 4 hours long ever since Colors, and people have been voicing their distaste for that. And if they're still doing that even now, it's like, how are you going to make an open world game with a story that's 3 to 4 hours long? That's not how that works.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, go ahead.
It's just there's so much that can go wrong with this, and it's like, if this was a different day, and age, we could be optimistic about it. But since they've done this shit before, it's like you're not getting me this time, sucker. I know what you're trying to do here, and I don't like it.
Like, everybody's talked about how this reeks of how Forces was revealed, but the thing of it is, even Forces, which is why I really hope we get something. You've talked about this, Soul, quite a bit, but that's why I hope that we're getting something. Well, this video is probably gonna be out in June. It's the 31st. Actually, nah, it's gonna be June in less than an hour for me as we're speaking. So yeah. I hope we get something, quote unquote, this month, even though that still feels weird, but that I hope we get something this month that can add a little bit more to Sonic Rangers, because as of right now, the only reason I feel that discussion is even still possible with Rangers is because of the leaks. The teaser doesn't really facilitate much discussion except like, oh, Sonic's running, oh, what are those weird cryptic rune things? And that's about it. Like, you can make as many theories as you want. You can go as crazy as I did with my infinite theories last year with Forces, but at the end of the day, it's just like, nah, the Rangers teaser doesn't do much to warrant discussion for a long period of time. And compare that to Forces, where at least we got quite a bit. We knew the premise. Eggman was taking over the world. Classic Sonic is here for some reason. And I believe they had told us that Sonic had been away for one reason or another. We didn't know about Sonic has been tortured for 6 months. But we did know, at least, I believe at that time we knew that Sonic had been out of the picture for one reason or another. We knew, we knew that it was probably going to be a boost game because of the imagery that was presented in the teaser. And it's like, yeah, people could have made, people were suggesting, oh, maybe this is open world because of like the turning, like you see Sonic turn in circles and stuff like that, and that's interesting. But at the end of the day, there still isn't really much to talk about here. And the only reason we can have a discussion about about Rangers that is longer than a few minutes is because of the fact that aspects of this game leaked, and it's just we cannot wait months for this. We cannot just sit and wait for something to come out about Rangers until like 2022 itself. I know I sound like an impatient Sonic fan who's like, oh, it's been 4 years since Forces, and it's just like, nah, for the most part, I was pretty chill about the hiatus and everything. It's just like, we do not have enough information, Sega. Like, as things currently stand. And I know this game is probably coming out in December of 2022, but still, there isn't really enough for us to know anything at all. And it's just
like, and what's crazy too is that if you check Twitter, nobody's really talking about the game anymore.
Yeah.
Besides, like, us in the server, but like it's like the most people talk about in regards to the game is arguing over. I'm gonna be like, whatchamacallit, the most people talk about regarding the game is people arguing over whether or not they should be hype or not for this trailer, or whether or not they should let the trailer slide. And that's literally like the extent of people's like discussion on the game right now. Like, no one's really talking about the game itself anymore because there's nothing to talk about in regards to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we wouldn't have, at least with Forces again, even though I hate that game with a passion, at least Forces left us with enough in the reveal trailer that we could talk about things. You could talk about, like, oh, how did Eggman take over? Oh, what's Classic Sonic do? What's Classic Sonic doing here? Oh, what's everybody else doing? How are we gonna get out of this one or something like that? You can't really say the same thing about fucking Rangers because there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah. It was just, at the very least, the animation by Marza is fantastic, lovely, but it's just like, this is a very, and yeah, it is just a teaser. You're not supposed to, it is just a teaser. You're not supposed to have everything with a teaser, and it's like, we're not asking for everything. We're asking for something to work with, especially if this is all we're gonna hear about the game for months on end, you know?
The only problem I have with the teaser is Sonic's lips.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think
Go ahead.
I think the teaser was just made to make fans shut up about the whole thing. There's no way we're gonna wait so many months with just that to go off of.
It's just, I wish we got a little more. I wish there was more to talk about with Rangers, but as of right now, there isn't much past these leaks. I hate being negative about Sonic, but yeah.
I hate being a Sonic fan.
That's fair. Biggest mistake of my life was tuning into 4Kids TV one day and watching Sonic X. Wish I could go back in time and just, like, break that TV. And
instead of just, turning the channel, he just breaks the whole TV. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, it's for your own good, kid.
Yeah. It's because now we're living in a day and age. For me, as both a Sonic and Pokemon fan, the amount of uncertainty is they're finally making Xeno again, and that shit I don't trust it at all. Legends Arceus, I want to be excited for that. I don't know. And now Sonic is doing the same nonsense to me, and it's like, why do y'all love doing this? Like, what happened in 2011 when y'all were good? What happened in 2010 where y'all were good?
Yeah.
Like, Sonic and Pokemon were both at a golden point in 2010 and in 2011, with Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Black and White for Pokemon, and then for Colors and Generations for Sonic. And then it's like, what happened? And then 2013 happened. We got Lost World and X and Y, which both suck. And then it's like 2017 comes, and then Pokemon got a good game, but fucking Sonic didn't. And then 2019 happened, Sonic didn't get anything, and Pokemon got a bad game. And it's like, yeah, just wait. I miss when y'all were good. I miss when y'all were good. Like, what happened? Because at least during the Dark Age, they at least tried. Not in Shadow though. That was just stupid. But like everywhere else, they tried. It's just this is a level of uncertainty going forward, and it's like they need to stop that nonsense. Like if they would have just given us, like if Sonic Boom had somewhat of a gameplay thing going on in this reveal trailer. Like what the fuck? Like what is going on here? Like they need to give us something, and then if they don't give us anything this month, then they haven't learned their lesson, because where else could they really talk about this game this year besides Sonic's birth month, with all three of these events happening? And it's like, okay, you give us this what needs to be the case is that you give us this teaser, right, for Sonic fans, like, okay, here's this little teaser, and then at E3, when Sega does their thing at E3, they need to be like, oh, here's this big blowout of Sonic Ranger so that the whole world can see it now. Like, do that. And then it's like, okay, we'll see you next year. Like, all right, fine, do that. Give me a big blowout at E3, and then I'll happily say I'll see you next year. But if you don't do that, I can't say that. And then it's like, there's that, and I don't know. At least the Persona fan in me is going to be happy because Persona 25th this year. So,
yeah. At least we can always rely on Persona, but
Kasumi Yoshizawa for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh my god. Why though?
What?
Just no. But, I just hope that when we see Rangers, hopefully at E3, please at E3, that it'll show us that it's actually a pretty good and pretty fun game. That's what I want the most.
Oh no! Don't you know? Oh, we are gonna get Sonic. We are gonna get Sonic Rangers at E3.
How?
Well, we are gonna get Sonic Rangers at E3. We're gonna get the same CG trailer again, and then we're gonna get the logo at the end, and that's it.
I hate how I can see that. This is pain. It's just pain.
All my homies know. It is pain.
I guess. Anybody have anything else to add on Sonic Rangers, I guess? Alright. Oh?
Chow Garden.
Don't be ridiculous. Anyway. Anybody else got anything? Alright, then I guess it sucks that we have to end the future of Sonic on a rather uncertain note, but I guess that's where things are right now. Colors Ultimate.
That is the funniest shit in the world. Do you have anything else to say? On Rangers? Just silence. All right.
Uncertainty. But it's just, I guess that's where we are with the state of Sonic right now, at least in terms of Rangers. And there's still a lot of good to look forward to with Colors Ultimate. That looks great. Origins giving us 3 and Knuckles. There's whatever Sonic Prime might be coming out with. But overall, we just have to look towards the future, be cautiously optimistic, and at the same time, I guess not be too blindly hype about anything, but at the same time, I feel like we are a little too negative on it as well. So it's like, we just gotta be in the middle of just being cautious of what Sega is going to bring for us. But yeah, I guess that will probably do for now. We'll probably have more to look forward to with E3 coming up and the anniversary and Games Fest. So you never know, we may get together and do yet another discussion on Sonic sometime soon, but it's up to Sega to give us news. But I think that's where we are for now. Thank you to both Soul and Anima for coming out here tonight. I really appreciate you guys being here. Okay.
I was waiting for him to go first. I'm like, I guess
Yeah,
not. All right. Hi.
That was awkward.
Listen. All right. This is the third awkward pause after the Waze asks a question or says
Gotta
something.
love
You
it.
know what? I mean, just make this a trend from now on out.
Yeah. This will be the new joke for these podcasts.
Asks a question, just straight silence.
The Ann Zavik of 2021.
All right.
Gotta love it. I bet Zavik's gonna be in Sonic Rangers. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop, but yeah, that'll do for this. I think that's the last thing to really say. Zavik will be in the game, and it's gonna be great. But that'll do for this video.
Oh wait.
What?
Okay, this is about to be really random. This is about to be
Okay.
extremely random. But like, they also mentioned that Sonic Colors is supposed to have a remixed soundtrack, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't know how I feel about that because the original soundtrack was already good enough as it is.
That's true.
And it's like, I don't really know if I want to like lose that. Like, I don't want to lose like the greatness of the original, and it's like, I don't know if the remixes are going to live up to how good the original songs were.
That's fair. I hope that what they'll do is you'll be able to toggle on and off.
Yeah. The original and then the remixed. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm hoping that they'll do, and I'm sure that's probably the way they're gonna go about it. But who knows? Who knows? But yeah. Otherwise,
Nobody
though.
All right. Well.
Oh.
I guess we close this out now.
Yeah, this is it.
Right.
I get
never gonna see any of you again.
Can't believe it. Finally. For all this time. But no, that'll do for this video. Thank you to both of these guys for coming out here. The links to their social medias, and their channels, will be in the description below. And, of course, yeah, if you like this video, then be sure to like and subscribe and follow my social media at Tumblr, Twitter, and Discord, which will also be linked below. And, yeah. If you
don't forget to turn on those post notifications so you don't miss another crazy upload.
When I upload again in like another 7 months, then yeah, be sure to have those push notifications on for that. But until next time, thanks so much for watching, and with all of that being said, this has been Lyoko Gem, warping out.